Hi there. Are you looking to quit smoking? Are you looking to have a healthier lifestyle? If so, you've come to the right place. I'm actually in the process of quitting smoking. I've started smoking when I was 15 years old. I'm now 41, and I'm eventually, finally, actually on my journey of quitting smoking, which started about end of May, beginning of June. You can say basically June. And I'm going to teach you some helpful hints and tips that's helped me and that is helping me to quit. I've gone from 20 cigarettes a day right down in the last few months, right down to now I'm averaging between 5 to 6 a day. So if I can do it, you can do it. Anyone can do it. It's having that mindset and just putting some little things in practice that can make all the difference. So if you're ready, then let's hop right into it and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So I'm going to share with you hints and tips that have helped me and hopefully they'll help you too. So the first thing I would suggest is to have a journal. Go out and purchase a nice journal, something that you really connect with and that feels right for you. And this will be your quit smoking journal. A book that's dedicated just to your quit smoking journey. It's where you can record your progress, how you do daily. You can write in it every day, write in it once a week, once a month. It's completely up to you. It's just a book where you can really reflect on where you are on your journey, how you're doing, when you're having high moments, when you're having low moments, when you've had good days and not so good days, and where you can record stuff. It's just a brilliant idea. You can decorate your journal and make it very personal and creative to you. This really helps a lot. It's helped me so much. I actually look forward to writing in my quit smoking journal each day. You can even write positive affirmations in there, quit smoking affirmations. You can do research on different quit smoking affirmations and write it in your journal. You could create even a gratitude log. Anything. The world's your oyster. Have fun, be creative, and make that book personal to you. It'll be one of your best friends during your quit smoking journey. It really does. It becomes like a best friend. It's something you can really confide in, and it's really helpful. I found it's helpful for me, and I hope that you'll find it's helpful for you too. Right, the next step in your quit smoking journey is to sit down. You could do this in your journal if you like, or on a separate piece of paper. I got all my quit smoking stuff in one journal. I like to keep it all together, but that's just my preference. It's completely up to you. But get down with a pen and paper and really start brainstorming. Brainstorm a quit smoking plan that is achievable. That's very important. It's got to be achievable, that works for you, and that you feel comfortable with. On the screen is a copy of mine. It's my exact quit smoking plan, which I'm sharing with you to give you inspiration on how you can create your own quit smoking plan. So this is the one that I followed. It works for me. It's achievable for me. And I found it incredibly helpful. And it's still helping me. I'm still in the process of quitting. And this has helped me considerably. One thing I'd like to say is that when you do create your own quit smoking plan, do make sure it's something that's achievable, something that you can achieve, you can do. The worst thing is to create a plan, it doesn't work, you feel disheartened, you think, it's just not working, I can't do this. So try and think of what's something that's realistic and it's achievable. Also, do trial and error. When I was creating my one, which you can see on the screen, it took me several attempts before I got to the masterpiece. So I always say do drafts. I'm a big believer in doing a draft first before you get to your master copy. And what I did is I did a rough sketch of a quit smoking plan. I thought, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt it. And I gave it a go and it didn't work. But from it not working, I could see what didn't work in that original plan for my draft. And then I could make the tweaks and the changes here and there that were necessary so that I could eventually get to a master copy. So it took me several attempts, at least 3, 4, 5, I can't remember. It took me quite a few different attempts before I came to the one that you can see, because that worked for me. So if it doesn't work straight away, don't give up, keep persevering. trial and error. Try something, doesn't work, see where it doesn't work, how didn't it work, and then make those necessary changes and tweaks. My one may not work for you. My quit smoking plan, it may not work for you. We're all different. We're all different people. What works for me may not work for you. It may do. It could be exactly what you need. It could be exactly what's going to help you, or it could be something completely different that will work better for you. We're all individuals. So you can give my one a go, see how that goes. If that doesn't work, then try something else. We're all different. It definitely is a trial and error. Right, how I did mine. I'm just going to give you a little example. So the first thing I did is I did tips. I told myself little tips. Tips are things I could do that would help me on my quit smoking journey. And these tips are as follows. So the first thing I thought of, which was my tip number 1, was to sign up with a quit smoking clinic. And I did do exactly that. It does help, and I highly recommend it if you have one that's near you. You get that one-to-one support. Tip number 2 is speak to my GP about help in quitting, which I did do. And they're the ones who actually helped me to find out about the smoking clinic. So it is worth speaking to your GP. Tip number 3, listen to quitting or quit smoking affirmations. That actually really helps. It's helped me a lot. And you find that you keep saying these affirmations over and over to yourself. When you're going for long walks, you can play those affirmations, and they can be quite inspiring. They've helped me, so hopefully they'll help you. And tip number 4 is do quitting smoking meditations. There's so many. If you look on YouTube, there's tons of guided quitting smoking meditations. I'm actually wanting to create one soon, so keep an eye out for that. So those are my 4 little tips, helpful tips, things I thought of that may help. So why don't you try and think of some of your own, like when you're creating your plan, think of helpful things that could help you on your quit smoking journey, and be creative and try out different things. The next thing to do, or how I did it on my plan, which will hopefully help you or give you some inspiration, is I broke my plan down into 3 weeks. So I did each section or each stage, different stages within my quit smoking journey, and each stage lasts 3 weeks. And the reason I did this, because I've tried quitting smoking over and over and over in the past. I've been trying to quit smoking since I was in my early 20s, and I've struggled with it. So I needed to do something different. And what I was always doing before is I tried going cold turkey or doing a quick fix and quitting straight away. Within a week or within a month, and say within a month I'm going to be quit smoking, and it just didn't work because I put all that pressure on myself. It was too quick. For me personally, like everyone's different. For you, you could find it's easy for you to quit, cold turkey, go cold turkey within a month. But for me personally, on my journey, I needed a bit more of a longer time. So instead of keep repeating things over and over as I was doing before to try and quit smoking, I thought, let me do something completely different this time and see how that works. And this has actually worked for me. So what I've done is I've separated my quit smoking journey into different stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. And each stage is a set of 3 weeks. This is what works for me. It might not work for you, but I'm sharing it with you in case it works for you or may give you an idea on how to create your own. But I thought, right, these different stages. Stage 1 is 3 weeks. Stage 2, 3 weeks. Stage 4, 3 weeks. And that way I'm gradually breaking it down. So for the first stage, stage 1, weeks 1, 2, and 3, what I did is I said, right, each day for 3 weeks, I'll only have 1 cigarette every 1.5 hours. I was having so many cigarettes in 1 hour. And so I really cut it down. I said, right, instead of having 2 cigarettes in 1 hour or 1.5 hours, having 3 cigarettes, I'm only going to have 1 cigarette every 1.5 hours. Now, I really stuck by that. The second thing is because I smoke roll-ups, I smoke tobacco, I thought I'd roll my cigarettes thinner. Next thing is because I've been trying to quit for so long now, I do switch between an e-cig and smoking, or I smoke both of them really at the same time, which is not really good, or at different points, obviously. So I thought, right, I'm going to cut down on my e-cig usage. So cut down my cigarettes to 1 every 1.5 hours, roll thinner fags or thinner cigarettes, and cut down my e-cig usage. Another thing is also lower my e-cig meg from 24 meg down to 18 meg. So that's what I'll do for the first 3 weeks. And because then you're getting used to that. Because for me, just jumping to one cigarette every 1.5 hours, that was a huge jump. That was a big change for me. So that was hard. Now, looking back at it, I think, oh, that's not hard because I've got so used to not having that. But at that point in time, that was hard. That was difficult. And it took a lot of dedication and motivation. And so that was my first one. Then you get used to it. After 3 weeks, your body gets used to it. The first week, you may think, oh, this is torture. This is horrible. I can't do it. You'll be craving for a cigarette. You'll be getting triggers all the time. But persevere with it. The second week is a bit easier. You think, oh, this is not that bad. I can actually do this. I can do this. And by the time you get to the third week, you're thinking, oh, wow, this is easy. This is easy. Well, that's how it worked for me. So hopefully it'll work for you in that same way. Then I thought, well, the next set of 3 weeks, weeks 4, 5, and 6, that's stage number 2. I'm only going to have one cigarette every 2 hours. So it's gone from 1.5 hours to one every 2 hours. Now, even that half an hour difference can make a big difference. You really feel it when you're quitting, but persevere with it. Like I say, the first week will be difficult, but you should be finding it a lot easier because you only got an extra half hour to wait. So you just got to tell yourself it's only an extra half hour than what I was doing. So it's not that hard. It may feel hard, but you'll soon get used to it. The second week will be a lot easier. And the week after that, you'll think, oh, yeah, this is normal. This is fine. It's amazing how quickly your body adjusts to things. It really does. Quite quickly. Within 3 weeks, you would have adjusted to that. Then you can say, right, the next week, and there also what I'll do is I'll cut down my e-cig more, roll thinner cigarettes, and lower my e-cig liquid to 16 meg from 18. So you're gradually cutting everything down. And as you work through the different stages, you can see there on screen, I've got 8 stages that I'm doing. And as you go through each stage, you gradually just cut it out to make it longer and longer before each cigarette, only about half an hour or so. So it'll go like from 1.5 hours to 2 hours, then from 2.5 hours to 3 hours, 3 hours to 4 hours. And you start jumping like an hour. So, well, every 4 hours I'd have a fag, one cigarette every 4 hours, one cigarette every 5 hours, one cigarette every 7 hours. So you start off with halves and you break it down to an hour. So you gradually just break it down. And like my e-cig liquid, I gradually got it right down to what went from 18 meg, 24 meg, right down to 6 meg. And then you get to a stage where, I think, where is it? In stage... Oh, there you go. Stage 4, where I started saying, well, I'm going to start wearing nicotine patches. And then you gradually start having nicotine gum until you get right to your final stage where you're having no cigarettes, no nicotine patches, and you may only have nicotine gum or e-cig as and when you need it. So it's gradually breaking it down until you're completely off nicotine. So that's how I've done mine. So I hope it helps you. Good thing is you could pause this video and you can zoom in to hopefully see the screen bigger. Otherwise, if you send me your email, I can send you a copy of this. It might help. Right, next, I'm going to show you how to do a weekly planner. And this really helped me hugely. It really helps you to monitor your smoking habits and to monitor your progress and how you're doing. Again, you can do this on separate paper or you can do it in your quit smoking journal. I personally prefer to have everything in my quit smoking journal, but it's completely up to you. And this is like a little diary. It's almost, say, more a weekly diary really than a weekly planner. It's where you're recording each day the cigarettes that you have. So each week, I'll say, right, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, as you can see on screen. And I'll say, right, and then you put a date, and then you put a little mark for each cigarette that you have that day. So if you have 10 cigarettes, you put 10 little dots. So every time when I do this, I still do it now. I still do it right now. I do it. Every time you have a cigarette, you put a little dot or a little star. You make a mark on the page by the date. And I do it every single time. If I'm out and about, I even got on my phone in my notes. I'll go and add a little 1 in my notes on my phone. So when I come home, I can just tally it up and add it to my journal. So you just write down every single cigarette you have. And at the end of the day, or the next morning when you wake up, you can look at the day before and say, right, how many cigarettes did I have that day? And you count all your little dots and you think, well, on that day I had 12. So you put it there. And you do it for the whole day, for each day of the week, until you've done 7 days, a whole week. And then when you get to the end of the week, you can tally all your numbers up and you can think, well, let's see, how many did I have this whole week? And you can say, right, weekly total was, for example, you can see there in week 1 on screen was 79. So you do it like that. That's just an example. And you do that each week, and eventually you'll start to see your progress. Because sometimes we do. But it's nice to have that confirmation that, yeah, we're actually doing well, even though we know we are. It's to see it on paper, to see it in bold red or whatever color you do it. It's like, wow, it can be rewarding, a very rewarding feeling. And you can think, yeah, I'm doing well. Look, in week 1, I was like up at 79 or whatever it was, 100 cigarettes a day, 70 a week, 79 a week. And now here I've gone right down to week 8. I'm only having 37. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, look at the big jumps. It's a good way to monitor things. Another good idea is to have a rewards chart. Excuse me, my voice keeps going funny. I've got a bit of a sore throat and a cold. So it's not helping with talking. So if you hear a little squeak every now and again, that's what it is. Right. So it's to have a rewards chart, to reward yourself. So each week you can create a rewards chart that'll be for your weekly rewards chart. So each week you can say how you did that week. So you can break your rewards down into small reward, which is not achieved what you hope to achieve that week, but you tried, and it's good to reward yourself for trying. It's because you made an effort. So that would be a small reward. And there you can say, well, on the days when I get a small reward, I can, that week, I could do it by the week. For a week when I've had a small reward, I tried, I didn't achieve it, but at least I tried, I put the effort in. I could treat myself to a chocolate bar or a nice small treat, something I like. Like for me, it's chorizo. I love chorizo sausage. So I'll treat myself to some chorizo or a bag of crispy chili nuts or something. Do whatever's the treat for you. Or you can say, I'm going to go and have a coffee. I may have a Costa coffee. You can give yourself 2 options each, because this is to go over 8 weeks or however long your project is. So it'd be nice to have maybe 2 or 3 reward options per section. So for small reward, just for example, there I put 2, which is a chocolate bar or small treat or a Costa coffee. Then you can say, right, a medium reward. That's if you go through a week where you did better than you expected. And you thought, oh, I did really well. It was better than I expected that week. So then you can say, right, I got my reward options is I can either have a takeaway dinner or I can eat a meal out. You can do 2 to 3 options. It's completely up to you. And that'll be your reward. It's important to reward yourself. And a big reward is for achieved weekly targets. So if you have a target for that week and you completed it, like you said, this week I'm only going to have 1 cigarette every 3 hours, and you actually do that and you achieve it. You achieve your target, and you can say, right, I gave myself a big reward. You can say a big reward could be something like a new outfit, new shoes, a fun day trip, or a night out. So it's very important to reward yourself for your achievements. This is recognizing, how far you're coming. It's being proud of what you're doing and being proud of yourself for putting in that time. It's not easy quitting smoking. And so it's achievement. It's something to be proud of. So it's good to reward yourself. It makes a big difference. You look forward to those rewards. It motivates you to want to get through that week and to really achieve your goals and your targets for that week. Lastly, I'm going to share with you the cycle of effects that you will go through once you've quit smoking completely. And this shows you the different stages. So on day 1, just 20 minutes after your last cigarette that you ever have, your pulse returns to normal. After 8 hours of no cigarettes, the oxygen level in your blood starts to recover back to normal levels. Day 2, your body will cleanse itself of carbon monoxide, a harmful gas that depletes depletes the oxygen level in your blood. Day 3, breathing will be easier. Your lungs have started to repair and your bronchial tubes have begun to relax. Day 4, after just 72 hours of being smoke-free, your energy levels will start to increase. Day 5, each cigarette takes approximately 11 minutes of your life. By quitting, you're prolonging your life. Day 6, your senses and your sense of taste and smell have improved. You will start to notice improvements. Day 7, your breathing becomes a lot easier. You feel more energized. You have improved sense of taste and smell. Day 8, your body is getting rid of toxins. You may develop a cough at this stage, but this is your lungs clearing out toxins and debris. Day 9, less feelings of stress. You start feeling better in yourself and start feeling a lot more less stressed. Day 10, increased oxygen to your body, reduced tiredness and heightened energy levels, reduced headaches. Day 11, you're feeling healthier and better in yourself. Day 12, fresher breath and body not smelling of smoke. Day 13, your heart begins healing and gets healthier, lower risks of heart conditions. Day 14, even easier breathing and heart healing nicely, heightened energy. And day 15, even better energy, feeling full of energy and re-energized. Day 16, improved skin, no stains on hands or fingers. You'll be glowing and look younger. You'll have a more youthful and attractive glow and look about you. Day 17, whiter teeth. Nicotine stains on your teeth start to go. Lips have more color. You lose that bluish gray tinge to the lips. Day 18, you look and appear a lot more desirable and attractive to others. Expect lots of compliments. Day 19, improved sex life and sex drive, improved orgasms. Day 20, feeling very good inside and out. Circulation improves, improved skin looks more radiant, hair looks healthier too. Day 21, heightened sex drive, feeling healthier and better than you have done in years. Day 22, all tar stains almost completely gone. Hands look good and feel good, and your nails actually improve too. Good quality nails. Day 23, in 3 months' time, your lungs will continue to recover and you'll be able to do activities without shortness of breath. In a year of being smoke-free, your risk of smoking-related illnesses reduces dramatically, improved heart health. In 10 years of your chance, or in 10 years of being smoke-free, your chance of lung cancer is now half that of a smoker. After 15 years of being smoke-free, your risk of heart attack is the same as someone who has never smoked before. And day 17, what am I talking about? As a whole, increased life expectancy, health improves significantly. I'll now share with you some helpful 5-minute strategies to help you tackle cravings. When you have those cravings and you don't know how to cope with them, you don't know how to deal with them, and they're doing your mind in and you don't know what to do, these are some quick little exercises, hints and tips that could help you to better cope with it. So tip number 1 is get up and do something. Keep distracted. When you get that craving, get up, keep your mind busy. Even going to wash the dishes or making a cup of coffee is a good distraction. It gets your mind off that craving. Chew nicotine gum or use e-cig as another method of quitting or to help you manage those cravings. Go for a walk or do some arts and crafts, do journaling or creative writing. These are all things that could help. Practice mindfulness, do meditation, go to the gym or do a home workout. These are all tips. Practice breathing techniques, drink a glass of water, eat a healthy snack, play a game on your phone, call a friend. Call a friend's a good one. It's a good distraction. Have a bath or a shower, listen to or write affirmations, or even say affirmations. Listen to quit smoking subliminals or binaural beats. Watch TV or a movie, read a book, listen to music, sing and dance, paint your nails or do a makeover, rinse your mouth out with mouthwash, and make a hot drink. These are just little hints and tips that may help you to tackle those cravings when they creep up. So we've come to the end of this article or this exercise. I hope you found it to be helpful. Please do share your hints and tips in the comments area, or let me know how you found it, or how your smoking journey, your quit smoking journey is going. I'd love to hear from you. So please do comment. I always respond to all comments. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it lots. And I wish you every bit of success on your quit smoking journey. I know you can do this. Anyone can do it, and so can you. So I wish you every bit of success, and thanks for taking the time to watch this.